Alright, so I was just kind of browsing the internet and I came across this little article that I found pretty interesting on Siliconera, and it's titled "CyberConnect2 would like to see the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution, that game that's coming out in September at EVO," and that was actually pretty cool. As some of you might know, and to all the people on my channel who like Naruto, the new Naruto game is coming out in September. It's Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution, and it's adding a shit ton of characters. We got some video footage from the Namco event back in January of the Mecha Naruto versus, what is it, like, Sage Mode Naruto, stuff like that. And, they're adding a shit ton of characters. They're just adding a bunch of characters. They're apparently changing a lot of stuff with the game. And it was an interview that they had with Matsuyama from CyberConnect, and they asked him some questions. And one of his responses was they asked him if there was anything he wanted people to know that hadn't already been discussed in previous interviews. And first, he says, quote, "First, know that we're not trying to appeal to just one audience, and that some hardcore fighting game fans will say that the series isn't that complex, it isn't that difficult, it's too simple, basically." And then he goes on to say that now in this game, we've built the battle system in a more intuitive way. We asked the producers of King of Fighters, Street Fighter, and even Tekken for inputs on this. And we've come together to make the combat system something that, while open to new players, also offers traditional fighting game fans new challenges. And then Matsuyama also added that we really love to see the Ninja Storm series, Ninja Storm Revolution, at events like EVO, like with Tekken. So we built it with that in mind. Also, the game is going to be sold in September 2014, and they're hoping to see about 1.5 million copies. They're hoping that it'll sell 1.5 million. So, from what I gathered, they want to make Revolution more like a fighting game, and they want it to be at events like EVO. And since it's coming out in September, it's obviously not going to be here at this EVO. But it is a nice thing to see that CyberConnect wants to make it more like a fighting game than previous installations. And we've covered, I believe, we covered the first Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm game, and it's a fun game. It's a really fun game, but it isn't a 100% actual fighting game. It's just a kind of a brawler, I guess you would say. And I think it's a great idea. Do I think that with Revolution that this will be the game that that makes it a fighting game franchise, a fighting game series? Maybe. If they really did take a lot of input from, like they said, the King of Fighters guys, the Street Fighter guys, and even the Tekken dudes, if they did take a lot of their input into consideration and they worked with these guys, then there is a good chance that it will be that game that is, oh look, it's a fighting game now, it will be that game that catapults it and future games into the fighting game of the FGC. But there is that possibility that it will kind of be like a fighting game, but it'll be a step in the right direction. More realistically, it'll be a step in the right direction towards being a fighting game franchise. And I'd like to see that happen. I've been enjoying the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm series. I've been streaming full burst on my Twitch channel a lot, and it is a very fun game to play. It's a very fun game to just sit there and just watch Naruto characters if you like the series and all that. So more than likely, it will end up being that game that's kind of in the middle, where it's still Ultimate Ninja Storm, but at the same time, they're trying to move towards a more fighting game centered engine with more fighting game mechanics. And if it does do that, then if it does do that on its first go, like if it does become a fighting game on its first go in Revolution, then congratulations to them. But more than likely, I think it will be a game that is trying to do it, and it will probably get credited saying, you know, good attempt. In the next game, you'll probably get it down. And that's what I think. I think in the next game after this one, they will actually become more of a fighting game than Revolution. Revolution will probably still be a mix between the old Naruto and this new Naruto that they're trying to do, incorporating fighting game mechanics into it. It does have some fighting game mechanics in it already, but it just doesn't have the full feel of a fighting game. So I do hope the best for that. I hope it does well. Revolution, I'll be picking that up. I'll be doing some more of that on this channel. I do love Namco games, and if it's going to become more like a fighter, you know, gotta cover it. Anyway, I'll link down in the description to the article where they talked about this, and of course, you know, I'll link down my Twitch channel and all that stuff so you can watch some Naruto gameplay, all that good stuff. So until the next piece of news comes around or something like that, I'll see you guys later. This is Dan. Peace.